Sam Lowe, Scott Redding and Mickey van der Mark, who is here standing in for Jonas Folger. 2 of these men will go through to qualifying 2. The top 2 of these men will go through to qualifying 2. Everyone else will line up on the 5th row of the grid backwards. We're looking at turn 1.
View like that, but I had so many questions I wanted to ask him. It was one of those quick 15 minutes that, yeah, I wish I'd double the time just to ask him some more stuff. But it was, you know what he's like anyway. You know, we've all spoken to him. He's very open. He's very approachable. You know, he's a great ambassador to our
He's a
sport.
proper professional. When you finally get to sit down with him, he gives 100% attention, answers your question.
Sorry, Jules, go on.
Is a slipstream worth your while on a Moto Grand Prix bike?
It is with the length of these straights. It will gain a little bit, both of them.
And it's more having a target, Keith, isn't it, round it? It's a technical track. These long corners, a bit like Phillip Island works. If you've got someone about a second in front of you,
so Mickey Van
getting the things pointed in the right direction.
Bit of Dutch orange on the crash helmet of the replacement rider.
And a lot of Dutch courage as he's sticking in, riding over his limit now. You've got to think that's what you have to do in this session. But for someone like Mickey van der Mark, he's got very little experience, well, hardly any experience.
Yes.
So
what about tyres, Neil? We've been keeping an eye on tyres. We saw the Hondas trying the hard front as well.
Yeah.
In this last session.
Yeah, I mean, the Honda always overworks that.
Fine.
Sorry guys, that was a cheat. I did cheat there, but
wow, that
I'll
is a
Abraham.
2 minutes.
Lows. Redding's up there as well.
2 minutes 5.9 is a very decent lap time.
We're going to be into the 59s with this track temperature having come down. I think because the track temperature's come back 10 degrees, and maybe even more since we were talking about it, because the cloud cover has been all over the track, we might find that it's in faster condition.
Get his toe around, and he's got dragged up to 4th place. Well spotted, Gavin.
Well, even if the 2 of you don't go, Mike Leitner looking on there, even if you are not one of the privileged 2 that goes through, it's all for grid positions behind.
Absolutely, it all counts, yeah. And Van der Mark's goal is not to be last, I would say.
Yeah, that's
really
the standard replacement rider goal, isn't it?
He's done a pretty good job.
Yeah.
He hasn't looked out of place, has
This
he?
is a hugely fast track. Pol Espargaro has established himself. That wasn't just one lap he managed to do that. He's just done it again. Changing the subject slightly.
Redding.
Nice one.
So is Redding. He was up there a moment ago. He's done it again.
What tyres? Soft on the rear.
Any indication down in the paddock of disquiet regarding Ducati and Scott Redding after he pipped?
They weren't pleased with him, but what can they do? What can he do?
That wasn't the question, but...
.381.
Yeah.
So that's 4 seconds
quicker.
Pretty impressive.
And what
was Ione's time? That's the one that counts. He's 2.394, so he's 0.2 quicker than Ione's time.
We talked about him off camera as well. He doesn't look like he's going to crash.
No.
He's not, you know, making silly mistakes running off the track, or he's not always looking for electronics. In the olden days, wow, if you touch the throttle at that point...
But it also goes to show how slow Mickey van der Mark was at the hairpin, that he was able to do that. I think he backed him up so much.
Yeah.
It was a bit frustrating, I think, for Pol in that situation.
Yeah.
Danilo Petrucci.
Second at the moment.
Yeah, his teammate Scott Redding exactly 1/10 of a second behind him.
You know what's going to happen here, don't you? Bautista will see himself in 5th, and he's going to chuck it now. It's going to be...
Fast all weekend of
FP1, he was second.
Yeah, it was FP3, he threw it away twice.
Beautifully, Keith.
Petrucci. He was off our radar, wasn't he?
Completely.
For moving forward, I mean.
Yeah, and he was off the radar in Australia. Of all the Ducatis, he suffered more than anybody.
Yeah, he did.
Even more than Dovizioso, and that's saying something.
I can't get over the way the 2017 bikes worked at Phillip Island.
Why not?
He'll do your signed copy.
It's a good book.
And
I think I got a free one.
We're
sure.
expecting a backwards rotating crankshaft, probably for Mika Kallio's wild card at Valencia.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
Maybe for the test, but probably.
I tell you, Paul is on a lot.
He really is, and look at the lean angle he's got on there.
I don't want to, it does look too much, doesn't it? There's one thing, this lad ain't shy.
Yeah.
He rides
Knee down together. Oh, hello, who mentioned Bautista?
All 3 of us, because we knew it was coming.
Well, like I say, it's either going to be, you know you ain't going to try for it.
And it's medium front, soft rear seems to be
for qualifying. I have to say that what happened in minute and a half left then. To get this done, who's going to be the top 2 that go through, and who are going to be on row 5, 6 and 7? Buying session. What did you say earlier? Got to do it. Got to try.
Everything you've got.
What's Rins here? 0.14. He's gone even quicker. So Rins has consolidated, and Baz has gone down.
Baz.
Well, he was.
Turn 11 is that that right-hander second gear.
Baz was quicker than Rins by 0.15 of a second up to that point. So Baz really was pushing it.
His teammate.
Mike?
Oh! Pole's down. So Pole has dumped it on the deck. He will go through, I think, because that time I think is pretty safe. Petrucci, though, could be the threat here. Turn 12, that's pretty quick round there. Third gear, 140 odd mile an hour on the way in.
What's Petrucci doing? He's
Yeah,
only through the first sector very, very quickly.
Trouble is, yellow flags will be out here, Jules. They'll be out. He won't, you know, when,
Last lap.
I think that's Petrucci. It's gone away, so that's him done. It's going to be Rins and Pole Espargaro that goes through, despite the fact that Espargaro is going to have to run probably his second bike.
Is Tito on a good lap? Because it looked interesting going into the last corner. No, he's not.
No, a very good first sector, and then it's gone away since.
Now, Baz and Espargaro were the two that were on the hot ones, and Petrucci looks...
Yes, he has.
Let's nip back down to Gav then. He's working hard down in pit lane.
Yeah, and got that helmet off finally, thanks, Keith. I'm joined by David Ibrivia, of course, team manager here down at Suzuki. And you know what? In the last few rounds, it certainly looks like there's been a step change here at Suzuki. Do you feel that? Has something happened?
As such an athlete, only athletes can save like that and not end up with torn muscles. Absolutely incredible. Just shows you the physical.
Soft rears, though, which does seem to be the qualifying tyre of choice.
I want to see what Vinales is rolling out with.
That will come up on your monitor when it trips.
He's just heading towards the end of pit lane. Medium.
There you go. Medium soft. So, let's wait and see. Valentino. Track temperature is going up and down a bit. Once again, Jack Miller is slotted in behind Marc Marquez. That won't take Marc Marquez's concentration, but Miller has been smooth throughout. I haven't had a chance to speak to Neil about this on air, but Miller's looked really good this weekend.
Yeah, it was like that leading that race in his home Grand Prix was just that little bit of what he needed to believe in himself that last bit. He's been so strong this weekend. Normally the world's
Dobby
got
was
mad.
doing an incredible job when many
This is
didn't
gonna be a
expect
good
him to. I mean,
qualifying
5
15
wins
minutes to
is a
sort
very
out
small
who will be on
percentage
pole
of
position.
riders that
Well,
have
the money's
got
up.
5 wins
Marquez
in
or
the Premier Class.
Marquez is going to go
Against
polo
Rossi,
crash.
Against Marquez.
Can I
That
have
on
a
its own
drink
is a
at the
stunning
moment,
achievement.
please?
So
Still going with
I just
Dobby.
think that
There
doesn't
we
matter
go.
what GG Delinear
Shall I have a spotted
or
bounty,
how many
chaps?
Ducati
Well, no.
garages he wanders up and down and talks to.
Oh, come on, Jules.
It's going to be
Neil,
about
you've
Dobby
taken
being...
It's not managed to hang on.
No, not at all. I'll tell you, it was a good effort, but it wasn't. It surely wasn't going to last the way that Mark's throwing it at the track at the moment. We're still waiting for the first time to clock up, of course. It's a long way round here, 3.4 miles.
Is this going to be the fastest lap of the weekend we've seen so far?
Well, the fastest one so far, I can tell you, is 1:59.9 by Valentino Rossi. Oh! There's the crash! You said it. It was either going to be pole or
I have to
crash,
say that,
and
what happened-
Hodgson calls it.
I think Lorenzo might mess that up very shortly.
Provisional pole for Pedrosa. Oh, this is going to be a session, isn't it?
Well, you know, Marquez is going to obviously try and get on his spare bike and prove everybody wrong and get pole still.
Might still use his number one yet. That won't be too straight. Vinales only fourth. Zarco, though, got to keep an eye on him. He's only just got
Definitely.
back. It's a long way, long pit lane here as well, isn't it?
Straight onto the crash.
Yeah, down into turn 15 on the brakes. Talk us through it, Neil.
Well, it's what we've talked about all year, being a bit greedy. He's got in a bit hot. He's trail braking in, and it went relatively
Tell you
early.
what, early.
Too much speed.
Really early. Great camera work. Gets him picking his bike out. He doesn't do a Zarco. So down has gone Marquez then. Gav.
Yeah, just one thing I noticed when that bike came back in there that I haven't spotted actually out on...
Danny to the line.
Oh, a tenth slower
Tell
than
you what, though,
Zarco.
still a cracking time, Jules.
Not bad at all.
59.7.
So with that crash, I think Marquez will only get one proper run. He's on his out
Yeah.
lap now. He's not going to... I'm guessing he's not going to have time to do...
Dobby only fifth. Tell you what. Vinales. Pedrosa. The Yamahas are working. Independent.
Hi. Hello, Jorge.
Well, it's time.
Yes.
Is it his time? Here's Marc Marquez, save of the year, surely. Just a few short minutes ago. Then a crash at turn 15. Now he's looking to try and put a pole time in. Has he missed that corner? No, he's Marc Marquez.
Are we going to jump on your spare bike on your very first flying lap, having just crashed, set the fast lap? It's impossible.
That's
not
turn
going to
9.
happen.
Turn 9 up the hill.
It can't happen.
10. Let's see what happens in sector 3. If he manages to keep this rolling, he's only 0.1 off.
As we hold our breath.
Yeah.
All three of us.
It's not often you hear silence here. Oh. That's where he rides it. Up to the line then. Can he pull pole off on his first lap after falling off? Goes to it. Just misses out. Third place. 59.7. He's only 7/100ths of a second under Zarco's time on his first lap after just falling off.
That is terrifying.
So he's going to come in. Whoa, look at that.
And a load of inside curve. That's turn
Whoa,
1 then turn
and it
2.
included a crash.
Incredible.
Wow. That's where he lost all the time on the first split. It was 0.2 down, remember? So what he's going to do now? See, he'll gain so much confidence now. Hey, what's going on here?
There's the shortcut.
Are they going to go on the...
Number 1 bike he's looking for. Have my bike back, please.
Which corner is this?
This is
is
number
this
one.
another-
Turn
oh yeah,
one.
look at that!
Turn one.
Keith.
Yeah, wait, and this one. Wait for it. There he goes. You get another go at it. Turn
That's
two.
two crashes.
Watch
in-
this, the slide there. Oh, you can't quite see it. Then this is the second one. Oh yeah, get off it.
That's two crashes in two corners.
Yeah.
Yeah, smart markers.
Truly. We
Rider. He's going to go with the number one bike, sorry. That's the number one bike fixed. So, he's just crashed this. Oh, hang on a minute, we're getting reports from pit lane that it's the spare bike. So maybe they pulled it back in the...
See, I'd want to be on the bike I've just come in
Done
on.
that time on,
Yeah.
yeah.
and that's what's happening.
Because you know it works. You know
it works. You're so close to it. You know what that front brake feels like, and everything about.
At the end of that short, sharp straight, yes. Zarco is on the move as well.
Viñales. Where's Pedrosa? Keep an eye on Pedrosa.
Rossi's halfway
Red
round an
bars.
extremely good lap.
Rins sixth, so it puts him on the second row. Bumps Cal back to the third row. He won't be able to recover from the floor.
Marquez on an out lap. Rossi only a tenth off
Hang on.
Zarco's time.
Look at Zarco.
Woken right up as well, Keith.
It's time. Dovizioso, whether he had a tyre on that didn't suit him, whether there's something slightly wrong with the bike in his first go, he's back with it. Here's Danny Pedrosa then. Checker flag is being made ready. Zarco
He'll get another lap.
is over the line. Zarco, 59.6 it was. Viñales is on a quickie as well, but Pedrosa's the man to watch. Here he comes.
Whoa.
Wow, pole position, 59.5.
Pedrosa have still got something to say about
Viñales has
this.
gone away. Viñales has got nothing to say with this. To the line. Goes third, bumps Pedrosa. Now it's about whether Pedrosa can have him back.
I think he can.
Marquez is back another place. That fall could have been very costly. Oh, did you see that on the move then? The Repsol Honda all over the Yoki. Here is Zarco. He's not far away, is he?
He's going to get back on the
600s.
front row, isn't he?
I reckon. Through the last corner. Has he got this fourth sector bang on? It didn't look bad, did it, out the hairpin? Zarco is going to bump Viñales back.
And
Oh,
no,
he
it's
goes!
not.
Oh! Remarkable qualifying session. Thank you very much, Neil Hodgson. He's on his way to rejoin Craig. And got to say, Jules, you could not have... I know you picked Danny Pedrosa, but,
Hey, that was an act of faith rather than anything else.
well, education.
yeah,
But what a fantastic qualifying session.
brilliant.
To the last seconds of it,
Didn't you think that Dovi had that done and then he ends up third?
around the Sepang International Circuit. But Zarco,
What?
middle of the front row again.
And top Yamaha. All of the front three, Keith, doing 59.2s. There is a gap of well over a quarter of a second back to Rossi, who leads the second row.
Viñales did well to put it in the middle of that second row. Lorenzo, 4/10.
We knew it was going to be close. Maybe not as close as it was. What a stunning session.
What does this tell us about the race tomorrow?
It tells us that set your alarm. Watch BT Sport because we're on for another absolute cracker. It's another Phillip Island. You can see the gaps are so small. I mean, Marquez is on the third row of the grid. That, you know, what does that tell you? Well, he's going to go into turn one. He's going to get his elbows out. You know, it's one of those. I mean, you even got someone like Rins who's down in eighth, who's been riding so well all weekend. Yeah, it's going to be a cracker.